Socks and heels were all over the runway, and it's also something that I've been seeing a lot of recently on social media too, with all of the fashion influencer girlies. And I have to say, this trend actually makes me really excited because I think that it will provide the opportunity to transition a lot of shoes for summer and spring into fall and winter. One of the key elements is like a fun socks, like either mesh socks that have like a cool design, maybe a pop of color that adds another layer into your outfit or helps to balance your outfit out as we go into fall and winter, even into next year and possibly the year after, just for seasons to come. This will continue to be a trend that we see just because it provides so much more versatility with how we can use summer pieces and transition them into the winter seasons. Also, hi, welcome everyone. My name is Katie. I make fashion content here on the internet. So if that's something that you're into, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I have so many fun videos coming at you, more fall trends and styling videos included. So our next trend, white shirts, or just kind of button down menswear type shirts in general. It's not revolutionary or anything, and stuff we have been seeing many times before, but I just think that these button down shirts are such a great investment piece for your closet, just because there's so many different things that you can do with them. And that's what we're seeing in people on Instagram or on TikTok or on Pinterest getting creative with different styling of these shirts. And then also on the runway and from designers, we're seeing them styling these and making these and using these in a lot of different ways that makes it really fresh and interesting, and it just kind of opens your mind a little bit to the creativity of what you can do and how you can style the button-down shirts in your closet. The next trend that I want to talk about is open shoulders. We're seeing a lot of like wide neck, off the shoulder or shoulder cutouts, and one of the reasons I want to talk about this one is because I love that. For me and my body shape, I really think that an open shoulder top is one of the most flattering things on my figure. And of course that's like a very like personal thing to me, but you know, this is my YouTube video, and to be honest, all of these are the trends that I really like. So if there's trends that I don't talk about in this video that you are loving, I would love to hear what those are in the comments. I think it's so interesting to hear about different people's perspectives on fashion, so definitely drop a comment down below. Anyways, these off the shoulder or like really wide scoop necklines are just everywhere. Kind of on the topic of our shoulders and our arms, statement sleeves have also been just dominating the runway. In particular though, there seems to be like a common shape that I'm seeing from multiple different designers, and it's kind of almost like a balloon sleeve, but it puffs out, but then it tapers in at the wrist. This is where, you know, you can kind of see personal style really come into play with, you know, how you want to do your puff sleeves, right? Each designer did a variation of a statement sleeve in their collection, and it's really cool to see just the different variations that people have and the creativity that people have with this. We're gonna take a small break about talking about specific items or clothes or themes, and we're gonna talk about some colors. Red is everyone's favorite color as we go into fall and winter, and to be honest, I am super here for it. I think, you know, every fall and winter, red always comes in some way, but it seems like it's a really major color of the season. Red is such a powerful color. Red is the color that draws the most emotion out of humans. It's just a cool psychology. People are trained to stop on red, so if you're looking for attention, you want to light up the room, or even if you want to post an outfit picture on Instagram and you want people to stop and like your photo, literally people are trained by the color red to stop. With our beautiful stop signs and intersections, we love that for us. So you might get some more photo likes if you are wearing something in red. Anyways, that's just like a random little side nugget of information for you guys, but I really like this red trend. I think it's super beautiful, but enough about red. We've heard enough about her already. Another color that has subtly kind of crept its way in and I think is going to pop off next spring and summer is this beautiful light buttery yellow color. I personally really love the color yellow. I just think it's sunshine and it just makes me really happy. And I think that all of the designs that I saw in this beautiful yellow color were just really ethereal and beautiful. And I'm really excited that this is a trending color right now just because I love it. I think it's super pretty. So next I want to talk about some fabrics because there's definitely certain kinds of trending fabrics. Denim, yeah, we get it. We know. She's been around forever. She's not going to go anywhere. We don't need to talk about it in this video. But I've been seeing a lot of velvet, and of course that makes sense for going into fall and winter. It's a heavier fabric. It's super luscious and luxurious. Velvet is such like a delicious texture. It's just warm, it's cozy, but it has that really beautiful visual effect, especially when light starts to hit it. And I just think that investing in velvet pieces for your summer, or excuse me, for your fall and winter wardrobe is just gonna be a classic no matter what, just because that denser fabric, it's always going to be relevant in fall and winter fashion. And the next fabric that I wanted to talk about, fabric, is crochet. And this is kind of interesting to me because normally crochet is a very spring and summer fabric, and then as we go into fall and winter it tends to move towards like knits. And I love that crochets are working their way into fall and winter fashion this year, because that again makes transitioning what is already potentially existing in your summer wardrobe of crochet clothes, and it allows you to bring that and continue it into this season. And to be honest, I really love the trends that have that kind of rollover effect. And so using your summer crochet pieces in a new and different way, just kind of getting creative with layering and how you style it, is also a really fun activity that you get to do when you play dress up. The next few trends that we are going to talk about are nothing groundbreaking. We have been seeing this stuff for a little while, but I just thought that I wanted to bring them up again just because they are still so dominant on the runway right now, and you can get really creative with how you style all these different things. So the first one is going to be sheer fabrics. And I know that so many people hate the sheer trend, but I don't know what it is. Like, I love it. And I have been trying to experiment more within my personal style of how I can style and incorporate sheer things into my closet, just because I do really like it. It's not the most wearable all of the time, but I think there is a way to make it very effortless. One of the reasons I love sheer and the sheer trend in fall and winter is because this is when you actually have the chance of making it very wearable, just due to the fact that you need to layer in fall and winter just to stay warm. And it just gives you a few more options in terms of styling this trend to make it more wearable for you and your personal aesthetic, if sheer clothes is your vibe. The next one I want to talk about is metallics and sequins. These have just been like popping off for a few years at this point, and I don't think that they're gonna go anywhere. And honestly, I love it. I love being super over the top. I love all the bling. I love all the sparkles. I love all the rhinestones. There is a way to make it more wearable and everyday. One of the ways to do that is to just use like one super sparkly metallic sequin whatever piece as kind of the hero piece of your outfit. And that just kind of means it's like the cherry on top, like the little bit of pizzazz, but then like the rest of the outfit is generally like basic and simple, so that, you know, the hero piece can really stand out. The next one we are going to be discussing is florals. We're seeing them a little bit differently than we did in summer. I feel like with summer it was very like, you know, fairy and girly, but I feel like from what I've seen on the runways for florals, it's a little bit more dark and moody, and I think it's super cool. We're also seeing a lot of three-dimensional flowers, and this has kind of been just something we've seen all year, even in summer and spring. There were so many like 3D flower things. Something I've been seeing a lot on YouTube and Instagram is people just getting like little flower clips or appliques off of Amazon or like a craft store or something, and then just like pinning them onto their outfits as like a brooch, just to kind of change the vibe of an outfit. And I think it just has the ability, like when you do something like that, it has the ability to totally transform your outfit to something completely new and different. And then when you take the clip off, it has like a totally different vibe. I don't know if that makes sense, but I really like the floral trend, and there's so many different ways you can do this. The last trend that we are gonna talk about in this video is one that I talked about in my last trends video, and it is cartoon fashion. There's levels to this cartoon fashion, and the first one being like the prints on fabrics. So I know that Burberry, in their show, they had like a bunch of ducks like printed, like a duck pattern. And in the Givenchy show, they had, I think, like fish, like printed all over some of the pieces. And so that's kind of like, I think, like basic level of cartoon fashion. Like it is a little bit, but like it's not all the way. It's kind of like you're dipping your toe in like a smidge. The next level of it, I saw again in Loewe. They have been like the brand of the year, and they're just doing like such like funny things. You love or you hate it, you get it or you don't, and that's just kind of how it is. But anyways, the next level, it looks like they're making clothes like for cartoon characters in real life. I don't know if I'm explaining that right, and hopefully like by the pictures you can kind of understand what I mean. Like it almost seems like these clothes aren't real clothes. It looks like they're almost like animated, if that makes sense. And then like the full-on, like we're going for it, like cartoon fashion, it's like it's like a character almost. I think a good example is from like the Jacquemus show. Like she's a disco ball, like she's actually a disco ball, and they had like some of the male models looking like ballerina ice cream men. Like I don't know, like that's just kind of funny to me. This is a hard trend. Like this is like a really hard trend. I think like you have to like be like a fashion girly to like, well actually no, you don't have to be anyone to like pull off anything. Like wear whatever you want, sister or brother. Yeah, I don't really know like how I would personally style this cartoon trend, other than how I did in my past video, my spring summer trends video, where I just like have a purse that's in the shape of a piece of fruit. There's elements of this cartoon fashion that I do see and I do really like, and it's just kind of fun to like play with. I mean, we're just playing dress up every day anyways. Why not be a little weird and silly and have some fun with it, right? It's only clothes, it's only fashion. So that is going to wrap up our fall and winter 2023 trends video. I love doing these trends videos. I think they're so fun. I don't know. They're just, it's cool to talk about like what's happening in fashion right now and share with you guys my thoughts and ideas. And as I have mentioned in this video, I really want to know what you're loving in fashion right now. So drop your favorite trends down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you like watching trend videos too. And I'll see you in next week's video, guys. We're going thrifting. Bye everyone.